Hey, there we go.
Hey.
Hey, Nodge.
G'day.
G'day.
I'm back.
How are you? Yay! You're out of focus.
Really?
Well, you were when you sat back.
Let's give this a bit of a polish. How's that, better?
Yes, much better.
All right. Very good.
So it's focusing on the dirt. How are you?
Oh yeah, can't complain.
Good. Did you enjoy your trip?
Oh, I really did. Yeah, did some stuff.
Yeah.
Saw some people. I think I got that wrong in yesterday's show.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Saw some stuff and did some people. That's why I said to you there's Bronwyn now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah. How was Paul?
No, he's good. Yeah. So yeah, not much to report really. It's just all family stuff. It's all good.
Yeah.
There's nothing, no sort of unfortunate thing that brought me down there or whatever. It's simply driving half a distance with my daughter to Adelaide, and then she did the next day by herself. But that was all. So it was a quick visit, but it was great.
Yeah. Nice.
Apart from Melbourne kicking off.
Yes, but we won't go there.
No.
So, where are you up to on your Omnibus?
Right. I'll show you. So this hasn't been touched since last time we went live. Well, pretty much. What I have done is paint the steering column black and stick in whatever gear selector knob that is.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, because that hooks up to something else that I'm going to stick in step 39. That big sort of lever thing.
Ah, you mean the thing going to the brakes?
Yeah, okay, if that's a handbrake, yeah, but that's on the same sort of pivot point. But so I've put that on, but ready to place the I had painted all the bits and bobs for putting the bonnet together.
Super. I have done likewise. So I shall switch camera. I'll show you where I'm up to before we go through the chat.
Uh-huh.
So, chassis. I've left mine metal colour.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I've painted that.
Oh, okay.
So it looks more like wood, which will go over there like that. And I've done the metalwork and the bulkhead. So I'm going to be sticking them on today. Like that. Just like that.
Right.
Yeah. I think that'll look quite nice when it's on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, apparently, hang on a minute. Apparently, StreamYard now has made it easier so that you don't take up the full screen. Let's try it. Oh, no. No, it's just clicking in between that. Okay.
Ah.
I thought it was like, so it wasn't filling the entire screen when you're on one solo. Never mind. Anyway, let's go through the chat. Tiff says, good morning, folks. Good morning, Tiffany.
And she says, please don't forget to hit the like button on your way in. Thank you. Oh.
Yeah. JT says, hi, everyone. Hey, JT.
Julian says, morning all.
Morning. JT again says, for you guys, I'm thinking of the Moody Blues Tuesday afternoon. We used to have music on, didn't we?
Oh, it was a while ago.
Yeah.
Paul Tankerson saying, howdy doody, folks.
Hey.
With a...
just not my bus.
Nitrile glove.
Yeah. I always found nitrile a lot more comfortable than the rubber or latex gloves. David says, good day all. Hello, David.
Paul says, Moody Blues live on stage in 1968 with the Hollies and the Who. Brilliant. Well, I was not there.
No. Bob says, good morrow all. Painkillers used for IKEA mode.
JT says those are great groups. Must have been a great concert.
Paul says, JT, it sure was. The Who was something else. The Who?
Oh, Gary's in. He says, greetings all. Bobby, is IKEA that bad you need painkillers? Wow.
I can't take Kay to IKEA. Do you know why?
Go on.
Because she hides in the wardrobes and waits for people to open them. I kid you not. She nearly gave a granny some heart attack last time. And we were in our 20s when she did it.
Wow.
JT says, Paul, was it a bargain? The best you've ever had. Ooh.
Gary says, I'm Fred Blogs. Maybe not. I'm not here. I'm in Scotland on business, but not for the tax purposes, maybe. Yeah. And saying, how do, Paul T?
There you go. Joe says, good morning, afternoon, evening to all. Omnibus time. Yes.
Oh, it is. Philip Page is in saying g'day to all from New Zealand.
Hello, Philip. Bob says, IKEA is what I call flat back on bed. Trying to be funny and mispronounce flat pack. The meds make me think I'm funnier than usual.
Patrick is in. He's saying g'day, everyone.
They'd be brilliant meds because you'd just constantly be laughing at yourself. Which I do anyway. Jem says, Bobby, I don't know what you're on, but it sounds fun. Hee hee hee.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, JT is saying, how are we? We're excellent. Thank you, John.
All good. Joe says it's better to accept for the booger in your nose. Oh, it's better except for the booger in your nose.
Bob says, I'm taking an artificial opiate that the body metamorphoses into morphine substitute, low strength variety. Okay.
Is that Oromorph, is it, Bob? Kevin says, good day, everyone. Hello, Kevin.
JT is saying that was my orthodontist, and his nose whistled because the nostril had boogers blowing.
Oh. Our old dentist used to always smell of whiskey.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Didn't stay with him very long. Matt says, hi, all.
Hello, Matt. Duke is in saying, g'day, all you beautiful people.
Hey, Duke.
David. Sorry, my bad.
It's all right. You've had a week. You've had a few days off. You're out of practice. David says, well, why not enjoy the fun, Mikey? Well, absolutely.
And he said, just lost a control horn for the Fokker DR1. That won't be found. Lol.
Oh. JT says, I go in the tube Friday for an MRI on my back. Well, best of luck, buddy.
Hobby Time is in saying, hi, guys.
Hey, Hobby Time. And Jim says, greetings to all. Welcome to the Omnibus build.
Ominous bus.
Ominous bus.
Beep, beep, dee, dee.
Oh, we got a new member. Stu Spruce. Hello. Thanks for taking out a membership, buddy.
Very good. Welcome.
That, of course, means you'll be able to join in the members live stream tomorrow evening at 7:30. Which will be fun. I was thinking, John, because obviously you're not a member, but Paul and Tim are. Right, and Scott is being in New Zealand, right? So obviously
Scott's in Tasmania.
That's the one. But so that means you guys won't be able to join in the live stream tomorrow night.
Yep.
Because it'll be way too early in the morning. So, do you guys think it'd be a good idea if we do one members live stream where it's on an evening, and then maybe 2 weeks later or the following month where it's during the day, so that both people in UK and Australia get to join in and get their money's worth?
That would be nice. Ultimately, your decision, your channel.
Well, like I say, like Tim Scott, Paul, they've all been paying into the channel since we first able to do memberships.
That's true.
And I don't want them to not get their money's worth.
Yeah, sure.
So, and
okay, then.
Doing one on an evening is fine for me because it means I get my day off anyway, pretty much. So I don't mind doing 1 month during the day as well.
Okay.
So maybe do every other week. 1 week it'll be an evening one it'll be afternoon one.
Sorry, I'm yawning. I got up at 4 this morning to get a plane here. So if I yawn occasionally, I do apologise.
It's fine, buddy. Do let us know, or do let me know in the members chat on Discord. Oh, in fact, Stu, if you're in Discord, I'll have to remember to add you into the members channel. JT says too much Omnibus.
Oh, Gary's in. He says, good afternoon, one and all, and welcome back, me.
Hello, White Rose. Jim says, David, you'll find the part in a week, month, year, etc. Yeah.
Bob says, JT, dogs can't run an MRI, but cats can. Oh, dear.
Yeah. Tiff's put the Discord link in.
And that is all the comments.
I've just said Stu can join the membership. I need to check that he's got the right level of membership before that happens.
All right, I'll crack on.
Yeah.
So where am I? I'm doing. Going back to. I need to do. Start at step 33. In fact, small details. I have the. I guess what was the accelerator pedal to put on first?
Yeah.
A42.
Oh, he's joined as a private. Okay. So, yeah. It's corporals and above, Stu. On the members' live streams.
A42.
So, yeah.
There we go.
But I still really appreciate you taking out membership, buddy. Julian says, Bob. Yeah. Julian says, Bob, the door's to your left. Steady on. That's a bit harsh. Jim says, wait, Rose, greetings to you, Mr. Evans. Look away, Gary. Bears 0-2, 0-2 or 0-2, including a humiliating blowout loss Sunday at Detroit. I'm so glad I said the blowout bit right. Stu says, hi all, I will try to be around tomorrow evening. It's corporals and above, mate, so you'd have to upgrade your membership to join in, unfortunately. Tiff checks he's private. Jesus. David says, Jim, it won't, lol, it's only 4 mil long by 4 mil. Oh, it won't. There we go. GM says, Julian, the car's outside, the engine's running. Bob says, told you funny meds and cough. My door is to the right. Patrick says, I found I had to pin the exhaust to get it to the right place. Stu says, oh bugger, I thought I clicked corporal. If you speak to modders, if you speak to modders, mate, she can tell you how to upgrade it if you want to do that. It's not a problem because you can change it. Patrick says where it connects to the engine. Yeah.
The exhaust pipe connecting to the engine. Okay. Righto. I will look out for that.
Yeah. JT says Karen is watching with me. Hi, Karen. Jim says, David of the Valleys, take heart, David. I have found pieces smaller than that. I am saying nothing. Wow, we've got 27 people watching. Ian's been a member for 9 months. He's another one that's been a member since the beginning. This message box is so random. My membership renews in less than 2 weeks, but is not available to show off or mention when it's freshly renewed. Yeah. It's weird, isn't it? I think he just does it randomly.
Must.
I don't know. I don't know. Ah, there you go. It's just come up Stu's new member. So he must have upgraded the membership. Thank you very much, Stu. I do appreciate it, mate. Like I said, I will have a chat with the team as well as John, the rest of the team. Because the members only live streams, like I said, I want everyone to, and all the members to get their money's worth. So if I do one that's in an afternoon and one that's on an evening, then you can all join in. But at least with one of them. Well, John can join in whenever he wants anyway, because he's on the team. So
I haven't been here for a while. Where did I put stuff? Anyway. All right.
Tiff says, little tip for finding lost parts. Ooh. Tiff says, pop a sock or pair of tights over the Hoover. Ah, there we go. JT says, John, that goes into connects to that comes outer. Huh? Okay. I don't know. Let's try to what do you mean. Jim says, welcome, Corporal Stew. Yes. I'm working on a new intro for tomorrow as well. Jim says, welcome to Mrs. Thompson. Jim says, Patrick C. Oh, no pins in my exhaust. That I know of. Yeah.
Move that slightly.
Why did I think I've done the exhaust?
Have you not?
I have. Look, they're in there with the wheels. I did the wheels too. They look beautiful. And I've done the exhaust. I've even painted the metal band around the exhaust.
Ah, nice. Mine's all just one color at the moment. I haven't put the PE on either side of the muffler yet.
Ooh, I haven't put the PE. There's PE on it?
PE5 goes on each end of the muffler.
Does it?
Step 38.
Oh, I've not looked that far ahead, to be honest.
You won't see it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the little, all they are like little ridges to make it more pronounced at the ends. Yeah, I've stuck them on.
Ah, yeah. Well, there you go.
There we go. And then the wheels.
Lovely.
And obviously, because I painted everything, I'm now going to have to put them on with super glue. Well, not the wheels. I won't, because, I wasn't stupid enough to paint inside the wheels. JT says, that was about the part John was showing.
Okay.
Gotcha. Joe says, welcome to the much better half. Harsh but fair. Ian says, Tiff, I have one of those dustbusters, especially for around the model bench. Yeah. Bob says, Tiff, you think us blokes have tights lying around? Now stockings? Julian does. GM says, all these crazy color panels on my screen. I'm flashing back. Woo! You're going back to the 80s. Jim says, Ian, premature congratulations on your imminent 10-month membership anniversary. Yeah. Wow. That's a good point, actually. What are we in now? September? So in November, it'll be 12 months since the channel was monetized. Huh. Ian says, laugh out loud, cheers, Jim. Stu says, thanks, Jim. John says, the much better half rolls her eyes with humor. Oh, with his humor. Bob says, I'm up to 5 shades of black on the bus. 5 shades of black, eh? It's better than 50 shades of grey, I suppose. That'd be a dodgy one to put on your bus. Put it as advertising on the side. Could you imagine? Right, I need a cocktail stick. Oh, fun cocktail, as it says in Welsh. Right,
fun cocktail.
Yeah, it's double FYN and then cocktail. COCTEL.
Okay.
Julian says, "Oi, Mikey." What? Didn't say anything. Stu says, "I have stockings and tights. It's a Hoover I lack." Stu just keeps them at the side for the weekend. The better-looking Marley says, "Is it just me, or is the phrase premature congratulations creepy?" Yes. Bit of super glue gel. Hopefully I won't stick my arm in it this time.
A couple of photo etch pedals there. Well, just foot plates, I guess you'd call it, on the pedals.
Yeah.
What's next? Well, while I'm at the PE, I might as well do the dinguses on the muffler.
Sounds like a good idea.
Oops.
Don't have too many. If people have too many good ideas, then they get headaches. JT says, "Paul Marley, lol." Gem, tights, stockings, only in the girls' dressing rooms, not going in there. Squirrel. Yeah. Julian says, "It's auto coconut playing silly buggers, Paul." Oh, that's looking good. David says, "Yes, that's a good one, Tiff." She's full of good ideas, is our Tiff. Ian says, "Paul, like hearing a woman, he's a cute angina." Right. 25 people still watching. And we're 20 minutes in. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to say hello. Or if you've watched before and you haven't commented, say hello as well. It's always nice to know who's watching. I'm guessing one of the people that's watching is our phantom disliker.
Oh yes, every episode.
Pretty much. He had a week off, or they had a week off, but they're back again. So they must have had a holiday or something. June says, "Jem, there's a squirrel in the girls' dressing room. If it's looking for nuts, it's going to be disappointed."
Right.
I think the monkey's on to me. He's worked it out. I wasn't here last week.
JT says, "Ian, that will get your attention if you're deaf." What, a squirrel biting your nuts? Yeah. Jim says, "Paul Marley, take it any way you want, Paul." Ooh, that sounds even worse.
Well, we're not being judgmental.
No. What Paul does in his own house is his own business. Not that we're starting any rumours, of course. Because we'd never start a duty rumour, would we, John?
No. Oh, did I sound convincing enough?
Kind of. I think you got away with it.
Oh, that's all right then.
Yeah.
Ooh, close one.
Yeah. Ooh, did you see Steph put some new videos on his channel?
No, I have not.
He's put he's done videos of moving his shed.
The shed. Yeah, right.
Yeah. They're actually pretty good. Nicely edited.
You mentioned he was going to do that.
Yeah. Not that I'm saying Steph's videos aren't good, but I'm just surprised that I enjoyed videos about moving a shed.
Fair enough. Okay. Right. So they're on.
Oh no, what's going on here? Why is this not fitting?
So I have painted my, these are the, I guess the vehicle number plates on the side of the bonnet. I've painted mine black, and the deal is once they're in place, I'll just get a knife and go over the top and scratch the paint off, and be back to brass. So the numbers will be brass on black. That's the plan. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah. That is the cunning plan. There we go. Right. Then that goes to there like that, just like that. JT says Guy Markham sounds messy and problematic. It does. Right, 2 seconds. I just need to get this into place.
Julian says, Mikey, depends if it tries burying your nuts and where. I guess we're talking about the squirrel.
Yeah, sounds painful.
They're used to it. GM says, Julian, that explains the odd phone calls from the dressing room. Ian says, I love my ass off, Julian.
Joe, it's really annoying. The starting handle on this is really annoying me because I'm constantly catching it.
I haven't knocked it off yet. I'm surprised.
Okay, I broke it off a couple of times.
GM says, JT, that's why I'm running away. The squirrel in the dressing room. JT says, I love the words you guys use. Problematic is a favorite. You guys are so erudite.
I'm not a glue. Oh, erudite, not erudite. Stu says, a phantom disliker. I wonder if they watch the whole 2 hours. Probably.
No, I don't. I click and then go away.
Swine. Bob said, JT, isn't that a type of 2-pack glue? I thought it was 1-shot 2-pack glue.
Oh, all right, where are we?
Hey, there we go. It's on. The bonnet's on.
Hey.
It's looking pretty.
Tiff's, Gary saying, erudite.
Yeah.
Tiff is...
Mikey!
What have I done? What did I do?
No idea.
No, it wasn't me whistling, it was John. Julian says, I haven't knocked it off yet. Yet, John. There's plenty of time. Yeah.
There is.
There's always time for the Spanish Inquisition.
Except that everyone does expect I'll put things on backwards and knock things off.
Ian says, disliking every show takes dedication. I tip my hat. Oh, the 2-pack joke. Okay, gotcha. Well, it was only 1 shot, wasn't it? Yeah. It does. And to be honest, it doesn't really... Disliking it doesn't really make too much of a difference. Because it's the YouTube or the algorithm still sees it as engagement with the channel. So, in a way, they're still helping. It's just a little bit demoralizing until you realize, actually, it means nothing. Oh, crap, I can't see where the glue is. There. All right. John says, Bob, erudite is educated. Yes.
Okay, so that's the bits of brass on, so I can go ahead and put the bonnet around the engine.
Bob says, haha, that's why I didn't recognize the word.
Right, need to make sure I get these the correct way around, which is why I've labelled them all.
Makes sense to me.
It may not matter, but just in case it does, I thought I'd label them separately.
Because you never know.
Well, it does fit very well.
There we go. All right. Bob says either that or it's a clever glue. Yeah, true. True. David says, as well as the Fokker DR1, I have been building the Revel 1700 Arc Royale 1991 Gulf War. Just moved all the raised panel lines on the flight deck. Cool. I've just removed all the fan lines. Excellent.
Well done.
June says, disliking doesn't mean nothing, Mikey. Ooh, double negative. What it means is they lack the brain cell required to be a troll. I'm sure modders would sort them out if they were. Gem says, erudite, a rare exotic mineral found in esoteric rocks. There we go. Patrick says, I think Part A 53 needs more sprue gates. You're probably right.
Let me guess. It's that one? Yeah.
Yeah. JT says, education is interesting. You have someone schooled in life with experience or the bookish person, then there are both. Yeah. And Patrick says, it only has 13.
Madness.
David says, also opened the box for the Lancaster he gave me, another model to start. Do you know what? I've still got mine up on the shelf, I think. Yep. Lancaster B3, Dam Busters, 172nd Revel. Cool. Wow, so many kits. I'm looking forward to doing the Tornado next year.
Yeah.
That should be a good build. You heard it here first, people. I'm looking forward to doing a jet. I think that should probably be painted metal. Maybe not. Right. Left.
17.
Oh, look at that. The wheels fit on beautifully, don't they?
They do, yeah. It's funny because everything fits really nicely except for that one piece that we had a couple of weeks ago, which next to the clutch plate.
Yeah. But with a bit of jiggery pokery, it fitted.
Yeah, but we all had exactly the same issue, so it wasn't user error.
No, not at all. JT says, Gary, don't take knowledge of rocks for granite. June says, it could be erudite heraldite. Sticky sentient beings. I may not have taken those pills today. Have you been taking Bob's pills instead? Patrick says, Mikey's going to the dark side. JT, erudite sounds like the daughter of Aphrodite.
It does, doesn't it? I was thinking that earlier.
Bob says the dark side has cookies. Cookies. Joe says, yeah, Mikey, I did the Phantom and loved it, except all the decals. Might look for a Harrier. Yeah, I'm still partway through building a 1/24th scale Harrier. That's big. Kind of daunting. Tiff says, I do actually have cookies. Ooh. And you're not sharing? Did you not put them in the staff room?
We have a staff room? Oh, the one that... Is that the door that's always locked?
Yeah.
Oh, God. It
says staff only, no Johns.
Yeah.
What's the best? I think the best way to fix the wheels on is probably going to be super glue, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I need to paint those springs first. But the tires have come out beautifully on these with rubber black.
They have, yeah.
So that's beautiful. John says, cookies, Oreos, do you guys get them in the UK? Yes, we do.
Yes, they're down here too.
And Tiff says, no, my cookies, mine. Don't be tight, you gotta share. Julian says, have you taken Bob's pills today? Ah, that explains it. Swapsies, Bob. Ooh, coffee. I've got to make that into a t-shirt or something. I'm like, ooh, coffee. Jim, I don't know why I do it, because I make the coffee myself. And it's next to me. I get distracted for a bit and then go, ooh, I've still got coffee. Yay. Jim says, JT, we have lots of granite here in Korea. Makes excellent grinding wheels for anything you want to sample. Grind your coffee beans real easy. Haha. Yes. Jim says, Joe, nothing so therapeutic and rewarding as applying the numerous stencil decals on a phantom. So I believe. Stu says, I went to school with Errol Dite.
I have no doubt.
JT says, Fig Newtons, another favourite. We don't call them Fig Newtons. What do we call them? I can't remember what we call them now. We don't call them Fig Newtons. Tiff says, I have chalky hobnobs too. I haven't. I'm trying to cut down on biscuits. Yes. I'm not losing weight anymore, and that's not good. Weight Rose says, just fitted the top wing to my HS123. I can breathe again until I have to put the wheels on. Yeah. It might be an idea to put the wheels on first. That way, then you're not risking having to sort of rest it on the top wing.
So that's what we get. Arnott's spicy fruit roll. Not as fun name as Fig Newtons, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
At least you know what it is.
Dave says, Tim Tam's here today. Nice. Stop it. I've got pork pies. Which, again, isn't going to help my waistline, but hey. But tasty. But they're in the fridge. JT says, Stu, brother of Errol Flynn.
Errol died.
Joe says, aren't these live streams basically erudite sessions with somewhat funny jokes and silliness mixed in? Somewhat funny.
Somewhat. I think it's a little bit ambitious.
Yes. Certainly ambitious, mate. Tiff says, fig rolls. That's it. We call them fig rolls. And they're delicious. Joe says, so have I, Tiff. That's what the tablets are for. Fig rolls. Bob says, fig rolls. Mayhap magic, Mikey. What?
56.
I think Bob's still tripping. Ian says, fig rolls, don't eat too many, though. No. Ooh, heck. Right. Jim says, Jim, I lots of phantoms that need decals. Interested in a few kits to play with. He's actually put HAR at the end. That's why I said ha. Joe says, Mikey, so you are just keeping those skinny jeans in the closet? Mate, I do not like skinny jeans. They're so uncomfortable. Baggy jeans all the way. Jim says, I have my usual 3 oatmeal cookies, excellent with coffee. I like oatmeal and raisin cookies. They're delicious. JT says, wish there was a big fig Pop-Tart. Well, it'd certainly keep you regular. Well, I'm up to on the instructions. Done all that. Oh, we need to put the throttle linkage in as well.
Which one's that? Oh, no, mine's in. It's been in there for yonks.
Yeah.
In there somewhere.
Yours looks so good. Even if it is out of focus.
Yeah, I'm trying to focus it. Give me a go. There we go. There we go. So you can see the tiny little throttle linkage coming down that way.
Yeah, that looks so good, John. Well done, buddy.
Well, it's all going to be covered up in a minute.
That's why I'm having my bonnet open.
Right.
Jim says, fig rolls. Joe, yes, baggy jeans are great. Keep the bits and pieces free. Hell yeah. Plus my legs swell up through the day, so if I don't have baggy jeans, then it gets very uncomfortable. Julian says, a date stays put, but a fig rolls. Taxi is where again? JT, Jim, not just any coffee. I love home brewed coffee by Karen. Is that a new brand? Julian, that engine looks great, Nodge.
Thank you.
Everyone's so positive. It's wonderful. David says, saw a doctor today, another PSA test. She asked if it was okay for her to check the prostate or wait for a male doctor. Told her it was up to her, no embarrassment here. I'd have said, I'd rather you than a bloke. To be honest. Because knowing my look, it'd be some guy with huge hands. Jim says, for me, the best method for applying stencil decals is to go one section of model at a time. True. Joe says, chocolate chip cookies with some community coffee. Ooh. JT, if you go to a store and in the dried fruit area, would that be going out for a date? Julian says, Mikey, while stabbing in the dark, JT's wife's Karen. Yes, I kind of figured that out, dude. I was joking. Right. Okay. I've put that in. I've done that. Uh-oh. What's Nodge done?
Oh, no, I picked this up to put this side panel on, and the other one sort of fell away a bit, so...
Oh. You're still really zoomed in, by the way.
Say again?
You're still really zoomed in, by the way.
Oh.
There you go.
Phil's saying, hi all, just got here for the foodie channel. I'm eating cheddar and tomato on toast right now.
Nice.
Now I want cheddar and tomato on toast.
I like cheese and tomato on toast. Especially if you've got mushrooms in it as well. Jim says, Phil sounds very good. Thumbs up. And Aussie Ian's in. He says, evening all. Hello, Aussie Ian.
Hello, Ian.
Right. Exhaust goes to... Where does it connect to? Connects to there.
It doesn't really show you, does it? It just says, it goes in there. But
if you look at the chassis next to the transfer box, there's two notches on it. There's chassis on the two spars. There's a notch on each spar that it goes onto.
Oh crap! I don't think I've put the exhaust manifold on. That's back earlier in the instructions, isn't
it? yeah. Just
all right, that'll explain that one then. Let me have a look.
Oh crap! I've not put the exhaust manifold on. Oh, that's under the bit you just. Oh, it's all right. You haven't put the bonnet on yet, have you?
Yeah, I have. I'll put the sides on, so it's easy to come off.
You won't see it anyway, to be honest.
Yeah, that side. The one I've just put on, so I'll take that off again. God, it was gluing well. Oh, well.
I think I'm going to... Yeah. I'm not going to worry too much about fasten it to the manifold.
Right.
Well, I might put blob of glue on it just to see if it can sort of connect to it and bite.
Okay. So that's what I haven't done. I haven't put on the. Let's see. It looks like it's going to. It's probably the return to the radiator.
Yes.
And the exhaust manifold. I haven't put on the side of the engine block.
Yeah, it goes on that side.
Yeah, so I've got a big gaping hole on that side. Not
Yeah,
wrong.
so that's why yours looks different.
Yeah. What were you saying about it looks really good? Yes, I stand corrected.
JT says, love toasted rye with tuna melt. I'm going to go through the comments a sec. Jim says, Jim, up for a challenge then, soak the whole decal sheet in water and apply all at once. It worked when I was 8 years old. Just stick it to your face. Ooh, 31 people watching. Wow. Don't forget to loop and subscribe if you haven't been before or you haven't commented before. Do say hello. Bob says, this morning I figured out why I never have ice in the freezer. Auto defrost removes it and dumps it out the back. Oh. Did you not notice the puddle forming at the back?
Oh, cripes. Yeah.
Bob says, I know RTFM. JT says, a manifold is better than penfold. Laugh out loud, Danger Mouse. Jim, Gary Markham, that is one way to get the decal process done faster. Yeah. Bob says, fridge raid, munchies. Yeah. JT, we have Penfold in Australia, Penfold's wines. Yeah.
Yep. There's a particular type of Penfold wines called Grange that they have every year, and it's literally about $700-800 a bottle.
Wow.
Which is about, what, £4?
Yeah. Something like that. Although the way our economy is going.
BC.
But that's parrot fleas. And we don't do that on here. Because John gets all emotional.
Yep.
JT says, Gary, do you buy the wine with greenbacks? Oh, bugger. Just broke that bit off.
See.
Not to worry.
See. I'm looking for frame. Oh, it's over there. BC. All right.
Oh, crap. Right. No, that's messed up. Get in. There we go. Kind of. That's one. Why is it when you dry fit something, it'll fit perfectly? The minute you try and glue it, it won't go in.
Yeah. It's one of the great mysteries.
Yeah. Well, it's a pain in the butt. Tell you what, I need the clamps. Clamps, where are you? There we are. Oh no, they're going to be too wide. Ah. God. Struth.
Sorry, what's going to be too wide?
Clamp.
Phil's saying, GM, don't we all do it that way still? Which is, let's see. And he said, JT, greenbacks? Nah, we use cash.
There we go. Right. Ooh, that just kind of lines up. There. Oh, it does kind of line up, actually. There we go.
I'll do a replacement blade after these two pieces.
And I've just broken that, so there's too many delicate pieces on this.
Yeah. It's a lot of very small pieces. There's a bumper in front of the radiator. Mine's broken on the sprue, so I'll need to repair that once it goes on.
I've not even tried to put that on. Oh, and I've broken off the starting handle again. Do you know what? That's just going to stay in the box till the end. JT says, Gary, Johnny Cash. Stu says, dry fitting is the reason you should always lube. Yes. Especially if the nurse turns around and says, do you want me to get a male doctor to do that? GM says, lol, I think. Or Hill. Think it might still work, but then phantom kits are a real challenge to fit on kit in a hurry. Yes. Whilst that glue sets, I'm just going to check something.
It's better. Patrick said, did you put the bonnet inside or outside the platform at the bottom? It's going on top. So the platform is sitting flat inside the chassis rail, and I've got the bonnet edge sitting on top of it. And I haven't put the top plates on yet, but so far so good. Everything's sort of lining up, so it must be close to being right.
Yeah, I imagine so. Did you put the bonnet inside or outside the early part? On the inside, because if you look, there's some little hinges that sit on the chassis. Patrick says, looking at photos, it goes inside. It does. Which means I can also put that a little bit on this side. JT says, some fits on a kit make me want to have a fit. Colourful language, much less erudite spoken. And now Patrick's going crazy, I think. Minor Gores in died. That's some weird Jockinese language or something.
Mayhap.
Maybe. I don't speak Jockinese. Barely speak English.
All right. I really should have put this on weeks ago.
That's what he says. Oh, there you go. Patrick says, mine goes inside. I don't need to know that, dude. Too much information. Tiff says, it doesn't sound like anything I've heard. Do you speak Gaelic, Tiffany? Oh, do get in the right place, you silly thing. You silly old bear.
Okay.
That's not bad. It's not bad at all. No, but neither do most Scottish people, only on the islands. Exactly. And Jockinese is Gaelic. JT said, Patrick, I would laugh if that was Platt Dutch. It sounds almost like that. There you go. Jem says, Mikey, your Oribus kit looking through model shops. I've been seeing the military versions, a lot of variations in kit form. Yeah, I've got the military one as well. So eventually, in time, when I've built them both, I'm going to put them both together on a base because I think they'll look rather lovely together. What do you think?
Yeah, I think MiniArt are very good at releasing a kit and then bringing out, say, 12 different versions of things very similar, slightly different. Obviously, they maximize their return, on investment that way. But they're all really good and very different from each other as well. So, as Paul knows, I'm looking at getting one of their 3-wheel tempo vehicles, an A400 tempo.
Yes.
And there's so many options available, like whether it's a flat tray ute or a box or delivery van or a canvas over the side, or there's lots of options.
Sounds like a nice build.
Well, it's going to be fiddly. It'll be the same as this, like all the other MiniArt things. But the fit on this is so nice.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a beautiful little kit. I'd love to do the coal lorry, B Type coal lorry. I might do that at some point. Or the B Type armored lorry. That'd be cool. June says, today's going from bad to worse. As a friend once said, on the crest of a slump, started badly and faded. Or, as I've put it, a CCF, a cascading cluster. Yeah.
So
JT
is a case in point. This is the tempo. Sorry about the light, but it's a 3-wheel interwar thing from it's Bremen. Right. So the boxing came out in 2023. 2021, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 12 different kits of it, each with 4 different marking options.
Yeah.
So you certainly have choice.
Yes.
12 times 4.
Yeah. JT says, well, 12 times 4 is 48.
Yeah.
JT says,
which one to do.
Did these buses get made into lorries? Kind of is the answer. Because they were only buses when they had the bus body on them. It was the chassis so they used the same chassis, and they could just take the body off and replace it with a lorry body, or vice versa, or replace it with a box van body and things like that. Patrick says, I have plastic over my keyboard to keep the rubbish from my modelling going under the keys, and sometimes it's hard to see the keys. Ooh.
Like that.
Nice.
Yeah, so they just changed the back of it. Yeah.
I want to do that one. That'd be fun. JT says, Julian, cascading style sheets. A coding program, but sounds like someone trying to get you out of bed when you don't want to get up. Patrick says, just buy all 12. Yes, I'm not sure John's finances can stretch to all 12 MiniArt kits.
Well, because there's so many pieces in the kit, they're fairly expensive. They're on special now, down to $40 Australian, but they're usually about $70 each. So, that's what, £35 ish.
Yeah.
But they just look really nice. And I mentioned it to Paul, and he's straight away, he's like, shaking his head, and he's doing the walk of embarrassment. What the hell are you thinking?
You're an idiot. What are you thinking, you idiot?
What are you thinking? In fact, his next comment, he could choose a better model instead.
This is something me and you were discussing last week, actually. It's not discussing better models, but making Tuesdays like World War One builds.
Well, it's interesting, isn't it? There's a lot of... It's like all the motor industries were finding their feet, so there's a lot of variety.
Which is ironic, because in the British lorries, like the B types and things like that, there's a lot of variety, but they were also standardized.
Standardized, yeah.
So, yeah, I think making this World War One day would be quite cool, because we've got plenty of kits we can do. I certainly have. Yeah. let us know what you think of that idea. GM Mikey hadn't noticed these kits until the build started. I'm guessing I've seen 5 or 6 past few days. Yeah, it's weird, that, isn't it?
Yeah, sorry, we're filling up your feed.
JT says coal lorry perfect for me at Christmas. Yeah. Well, the one we're going to be doing Christmas, because this build I think is due to finish around Christmas time, isn't it?
It is.
So if we finish this one by Christmas, we'll be going on to the World War One US ammo truck by ICM.
Yeah.
Which would be a fun one. We could do a Christmas theme one. We could do it, instead of carrying ammunition, it could be carrying presents.
You could.
Paul says Aegis. Kevin says, in need of a second cup of coffee. Be right back. I know the feeling, buddy. Patrick says, yes, World War One Tuesday. There we go. And Jim says, I vote for World War One Tuesdays. Cool. Ian says, World War One Wednesday. Just to be awkward. All right. Ian, you're a legend. Legend in your own lunchtime, mate. Right. That's fixed. Problem is now I've gone backwards and forwards, so I'm not sure what bits to do. Where I'm up to. Because I've skipped ahead and jumped back. And
yeah. Well, I'm going to let that exhaust manifold dry. So while that's happening, I'm going to cut out the 12 supports for part A52, the handbrake.
Yes. Need to paint that. Because that looks
And yeah, I mentioned my front bumper is snapped on the sprue. That you can see it there, or maybe you can. So
yeah,
it won't take much to fix it, but it's snapped just in situ there.
Yeah.
Very yeah, compared to my finger, it's a very, very small part.
Yeah. I'm not liking how fragile this accelerator thing is. Or how crap it looks. I'll just paint it black. Sod it.
Oh, is this an opportunity for me to sing?
No. Paul, you mean 2G? Huh? I couldn't find that on Apple Music. Oh, what's that?
Couldn't find Paint It Black, apparently.
David says, yes, World War One Tuesday sounds cool. There we go. There seems to be somewhat of a consensus. But it also means it fits in nicely, because it means we can... I get to do what I love, which is talk about World War One stuff. History. So,
and I get to annoy my brother.
Oh, I won't be putting the accelerator on.
Did you just ping?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I put it into boost and it just went ping. I have no idea where it's gone.
Play the video back, Tiffers.
Okay, I won't be painting that one. I didn't even see where it went. I just heard it hit something. So it could be anywhere. Huh. Not under my keyboard. Well, that's gone. Oh well. I can always make another one. And to be fair, that plastic little bit that it was attached, that had to attach to it, was crap anyway. Too flimsy.
Oh,
JT says,
fishy.
Let's be honest, it's only me going to notice. JT says, you can make it into the Happiness Hotel bus. Add the Muppets. I'm actually really annoyed that I've done that.
No, mine will be the original scheme because it's probably the only redeeming thing about it.
What's that?
No, the four-wheel drive ammo truck.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is nice. That's what I mean. We could do it in the original scheme, but I might do presents in the back of it or something.
Yeah.
So it's taking it. Ooh, because they did do the presents to the troops thing.
Oh, here. Have some Spanish blue. Syphilis all round.
No, they got a little tin with piece with a bar of chocolate in it and a razor and things like that.
Oh,
And it's a tradition that's still carried on to British troops overseas now.
I think was it Quality Street chocolate?
No, Dairy Milk or something.
Oh,
that's why they did for the 100th anniversary. I think it was of World War One. They did Cadbury's did the original design on the packaging for their chocolate bars. Jim says, or an alternative title, Great War Tuesdays. Yeah. Joe says, World War One stuff would be interesting. Cool. We shall do that. GM says, I have noticed the YouTube feed shows all your builds onto my screen. Hey, I ain't complaining.
No.
If YouTube was doing that, great. It means the algorithm's working. June says, middle to end of every working week is always Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. What the F? This explains a lot. Yes. Oh, still got coffee. Again, why am I still surprised? Ian says, yes, Jim, I like that title. Yeah. Phil says, oh, this is another Phil. Just experimenting with a new avatar photo. Got sick of looking at the back of me. Well, it looks good, Phil.
Oh, yeah.
Handsome chap there. Patrick says, I drilled a hole in mine to take the wire, Mikey. Yeah, I didn't. I was stupid. And now it's gone. Gone forever. I don't even know where it could be. James says, send Paul on an Omnibus kit, then run. Patrick says, okay, never mind. Paul says, I heard it land over here, Mikey. June says, Mikey, the war to end all wars Thursdays. Helpful, unhelpful, contrary look. Jim says, thank you, Ian. Ian says, Aussie Ian specifically says, World War One Tuesdays would encourage me to build some of the eras kits from my stash. Might even post progress to Discord group. Yeah, please do, buddy. We have a Discord server. You're welcome to join it. June says, do it anyway, Ian. Patrick says, which ICM kit was it, Mikey? The US ammo truck one is the one we'll be doing after this.
Let me bring it up.
Yeah, because for me, they're all in a unit in front of my desk, so it's a bit pain to get to them from here. Jim says, Ian, hope you do share some of your work via Discord. Yeah. Kevin says, yes to World War One Tuesdays. There we go. It'll be World War One era, so it could be like a year or two either side. Like this is 1919, but they were used prior to the war and during the war, so it still counts. Tiff put a Discord link in. Thank you, Tiffany. GM says, none of my jet kits will fit well in World War One, even if I fit biplanes on and backwards. You could do what if builds, so you could do jets in World War One aircraft camouflage and things. That'd be pretty cool. Could you imagine an F-18 or something in the lozenge camouflage?
Oh, yeah.
That'd be cool, that, wouldn't it?
All right, so that's what we're looking at. So that's FWD Type B, World War One US ammunition truck, ICM kit 35656. That number again, 35656.
Yes, there we go. JT says, doesn't Model Lusitania count as World War One? It does indeed.
Oh, it does.
Tiff says, I always feel like I'm getting told off when you call me Tiffany. No one ever calls me that these days. Well, I do, Tiffany. But it's because I'm your friend and I can get away with it.
Yes. Just in the same way that I didn't get away with calling her titties that time.
What? Hey?
Well, I accidentally called her titties, so she was not happy. So I have not called her titties again on
Funnily
the.
enough, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that she didn't appreciate you calling her that. Oh dear. What to do next? Julian's put a link up to the ICM truck. Oh, he's put on the website. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Patrick says, "Okay, can see that. Thank you, John." Jim says, "Tiffany or maybe Tiffany." Do you know what? I'm not going to get ahead of myself.
Let's get this thing in place. So from there.
Right, that linkage. Have I done that? Crumbs.
To there.
Yes, I think I've done that. Yeah. All right, I've done that. Done that. Done that. Now. Need to put the steering wheel on, which I haven't painted. Go. And the horn and the brake pedal. Or a pedal.
Oh no.
Okay. Right.
So as it turns out, I trimmed all the sprue runners off there, but I didn't take it off the actual handbrake itself. So I need to take it off and do it again.
Yeah. Patrick says $93 for that kit. Where he is.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
Yeah, but they are good little kits.
Oh yeah.
June says, since you've repeated that name 3 times, Nodge, I can foresee a slap heading your way.
Yes, express post.
Patrick says, I want to get their MiniArt Austin as well. Ooh.
Yes.
Jim says, seems wheeled vehicle model kits cost more than most AFV kits. Yes. It's because you have stuff like all the linkages and things, throttle linkages and engines in them and things. It's same with the Hobby Boss, like the Land Rovers and stuff, because you got to build all the engine and stuff in it. I do like my Land Rovers. Right. A29 and B8. Okay. Okay, we'll go for BA2 since that's at the top, which is the steering wheel. Oh, I have painted the steering wheel. Aren't I clever?
Huh.
Ow. Not so clever that I don't stab myself with the knife. Where the deuce are my cutters?
Probably with your accelerator pedal.
Oh. No, my snips. Huh. They should be there. There they are, under my phone. David says, Jadlam says, sold out on that kit, £32. Try.
There are
scale model shop. Yeah, scale model shop and things like that, Lavin.
There's hundreds of them at Hannet's.
Yeah.
I've got, I think, 90 in stock or something stupid.
All our Antipodean subscribers will certainly get rid of that stock for them.
Well, they're also available at B&A, which is where I'll source mine from.
Are you actually going to another shop?
Yes, because they don't have it.
It's sacrilegious.
No, it's not. You get stuff where you can.
Yes. JT says, how similar were the chassis to a Mac chassis? I don't know. I've never seen a Mac chassis, to be honest. Matt says, I got fed up pinging small parts, bought a silicon-ended pickup tool that they use for making jewelry works treats. Yeah, my wife gave me one of them that she used for doing those diamond art things. I just keep forgetting to use it because I'm stupid. Graham says, Lockheed 105 Starfighter in Rich. Yeah.
Oh. Huh?
Ooh, another good one would be doing a jet in a Solomon J. Solomon scheme, like they had on World War One on the Mark I tanks.
Oh, yeah, right.
That'd be cool. Well, like I say, the lozenge pattern, that'd be interesting enough. Spice things up a little bit. Nope, don't know one. Julian says, Patrick, there are 4 outlets in the USA, assuming that's where you are. Only 1 in Australia, though the hobby headquarters. I'm sure John can find one.
Patrick is in Australia.
Yes. JT says, kind of has me thinking of using watchmaker's tools for modeling. Yeah. Anything that helps, buddy. Ooh. We're at 1 hour 17.
I know, it's crazy.
Oh, bloody hell. Patrick's ordered both.
Oh, no.
Wow. Go, Patrick.
It's not a strand beast, you know. Calm down.
He's ordered both of the kits that they had.
Both
So now we have
the
2
complete stock of both stores.
Yeah. Is your name Bob? Maybe that's why Jadlams haven't got any in stock, because Bob's bought them all.
Oh, did I?
I so misread that comment that's just come up from GM. Spem checker again. I misread that bit. Starfighter in German Baron von Richt markings. Interesting, maybe. Yeah. That'd be cool.
Oh, is that what you meant? Oh, yeah.
Or, as he was German, you could always do it in a tornado in his colours. That'd be interesting. Because Panavia was Germans used tornadoes, didn't they?
Yeah, they still do.
Yeah. JT says, I also did 2 models of the HMHS Britannic. Nice. Oh, he's bought the truck and the Austin. There we go. Nice.
Ah, very good.
Aussie Ian says, I posted some of my builds to Discord a while ago under the name 35th Scale Aussie, but I haven't posted anything lately. Need to take some photos. So when you're on Discord, it's fine putting nicknames in, but either at the beginning or at the end, put your YouTube name in brackets so we know who you are. Otherwise, people get confused. JT says, we'll post the Lusitania and Britannic on Discord. Excellent. Bob says, beware, Bob's back. Why? What's wrong with Bob's back? Other than he needs painkillers for it, apparently. Patrick says, $15 postage. I like to make worthwhile. That's true.
Yeah.
Fair point, mate. GM says, put your hand over the parts as you cut it with the other hand with a knife. I wasn't cutting it off the sprue. I'd already made it and everything. I was just going to put it in the tweezers so I could paint it easier. And as soon as the tweezers touch it, it just went bing. David says, we do confuse easily. We do.
All right.
Paul says, I still here, just gliding in and out of reality. Oh, that's fair enough. If it makes you happy, why not? In fact, this steering wheel, I just realised the steering wheel should probably be brown, not black.
Okay. Tell me why.
Probably had leather wrappings rather than rubber.
So I reckon it didn't. I reckon it's all just steel, but I have no idea. I'm just making an assumption.
It's possible. I don't think I've seen a picture of the cab.
No, because I tell you what, I've got pictures.
Aha! John has the answer. You watch, it'll be the only part of the cab you didn't photograph.
Well, it depends. Did you want to have a look at Old Bill, or do you want to look at the one that's in the National Motor Museum?
If we have a look at both, why not?
Why not? All right.
Oh, fiddlesticks, what's going on here? What the hell?
Okay. There we are. Oh. So it's there.
Rubber. Well, black.
Well, I don't know. I think the red is a reflection of the... What's that? This is a different model.
Yeah, that's a modern steering wheel, isn't it, by the look of it?
Yeah. So let's have a look at Old Bill then.
Do you know the guy that drove Old Bill into the museum originally was a guy that actually drove them during the First World War?
There we go. Right.
Honk, honk. Yeah.
So, I don't know. What do you reckon? Oh, that is leather wrapped.
Yeah, black leather by the look of it.
Yeah.
But would it have been brown at the time? Oh, what the hell? Oh, I put my paintbrush in super glue. That was stupid.
Oh.
I was wondering why the hell is bristles sticking together? Oh, well, never mind. Such is life. It was only a Humbrol paintbrush anyway. It was but a Humbrol paintbrush. Did you like that one, John?
I did like that one.
Ow. Bob says, experimental telephone link to projector. Buses looked good at 84 inches. Ooh. JT says, I cross over to the Twilight Zone here. Don't we all, buddy? Julian says, I use masking tape on small parts to keep them from pinging off when you snip them off the sprue. Good idea. Bob says, back from Fridge Raid. Also did my perch bit for the parrot for a while. New t-shirt time. Just one more reason why I wouldn't want a bird. There you go. GM says, Bob has front as well as backup. Don't you, Bobby? Julie says, be back in a bit. Kara's here. Okay, buddy. JT says, there's a Twilight Zone episode where the World War I RAF pilot goes through a time warp into the 1960s and lands on an RAF base. Yeah. Bob says, Gary, I have an equator too, so I have equal back, front, sides, and obliques. JT says, can you use acetone to free up the bristles, Mikey? Probably, but the only acetone I've got is what's in the Tamir Extra Thin. Wow, my brain has really turned into mush lately. Jem says, Bobby, me too, haha. Phil says, super glue the brush to the model and call it a work in progress diorama. Yeah, it's not a bad idea, actually. Joe says, JT, I saw that episode last night. Good stuff.
Well, what are the odds? Okay, So I need to find that bonnet that I removed to get the exhaust manifold in place. Where did I put that?
Hey, do you?
Yep, a couple of pages back. All right. Oh, crops.
Hey, do. Oh, I'm on episode 46 now of Hello High Rollers.
Hello High Rollers. Yeah, I've just finished episode 50. Oh, wow.
Bob says, most superglues dissolve in hot water. That's why you have to be careful washing glued dishware. Paul says, JT, I saw that as well last week. Intriguing. Right. Now, I actually do need to put superglue on this.
Okay.
I hate using superglue.
Okay.
Right, okay, that's not straight. That's all.
26, 27, that one.
Don't know why, but that won't sit straight. There you go. Bob says that damn Biggles film where there's a helicopter over the trenches by Ypres or the Somme. I don't know. So, there's still some glue on there. Interesting. Yeah. So, we're going for World War I Tuesdays. Fantastic. So let's see who can come up with interesting facts about World War I that you think other people won't know. There's your challenge for next week. It's your homework. Right. Steering wheel's on. Kind of. Bob says only person he remembers from that film is Peter Cushing. Well, 8:39. Yeah. 8:29. This little tiny horn. Actually, it's quite large. JT says, knowing I had a relative lost in World War I was so sad for me, I put flowers on his grave when I was in Germany. Yeah. When we did Remembrance Day parade in our local town, because my old unit was originally the unit that was based in my hometown, and on the wall of the wall of the town hall was the original plaque with all the plaques with all the names on for the memorial. But then, because more names were getting added, and obviously we had people lads from the town that got killed during Iraq and things like that, they made a new memorial further up with a memorial garden and everything.
Okay.
But every year, when we did the Remembrance Day parade, as we walked past the original plaque, the original war memorial, we all always saluted as we marched past it. So, yeah. I've actually got a book, and it's local historians done it, and it's the story behind each of the names on our town's war memorial.
Okay.
Which is quite nice. JT says Peter Cushing, Grand Moff Tarkin. Very good. Patrick says, I think part A36 connects to the part I lost, so it's sort of close enough.
Not sure what A36 is. Ah, I see. Yes. Okay. So it's the one that joins the handbrake cable to the rear diff. Well, the rear axle.
Yeah. To the wheel hubs.
Yes.
Otherwise, if it was to the transfer box, it'd be a transfer brake, which is what Land Rovers have. Joe says, 27 still watching. Maybe this is the Twilight Zone. Maybe. Oops. We are doing rather well for a Tuesday. Right. Jem says, this trapezing around Scotland for tax purposes is revealing some otherworldly weird things on my screen. Clearly, there is much I don't know. Matt says, spoiler alert, World War One was not the war to end all wars. Very true. Unfortunately, you are correct. Joe says, so right, Matt. Tiff says, where in Scotland are you, Gary? Paul says, there's Twilight episode where Stuart Tank at Little Big Horn. GM says, Tiff, haha, I'm not. I'm still here in Australia, but the tax mob don't know that. Shh. Naughty, naughty. I'll tell you what, I need my little file. JT says, there's something on the wing. My best William Shatner in the Twilight Zone.
Yeah. Is he the guy that saw the gremlin out on the wing while they're flying?
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember.
Round file. There we go. There's a shop down the road from us, and it's called Pit Stop. It's just like a general cheap tool store sort of thing. Yeah. It just sells pretty much anything and everything. But it's all like fairly cheap tools. The wife wants to go there. I think it's because they sell the big packs of Blue Roll.
Don't know what that is.
It's like kitchen roll, but it's blue and it's smooth, but it's really good for cleaning windows and things.
Oh, yeah. Wetex. All right.
Yeah, that sort of thing. But they sell that there, obviously, because it's tools, and for Garrett, they can order car parts there and things like that. So I think she wants some of that. But it means I get to go around and have a look at all the tools, which I quite like doing. So I may come back with more tools. Which I'm sure will make her real happy. JT says, yes, John.
Oh, Shatner. Okay. Thank you.
You shot yourself?
Yeah, shattered.
Yeah. JT says, John Lithgow did whatever. Did a remake of the same episode in Twilight Zone, the movie. That gremlin was creepy.
Such a good actor.
I get the impression this horn is going to be very fragile.
The perfect fit of the bonnet.
GM says, only thing we have on the wings are called engines. Did see a report stating engine was missing, but after a brief search, it was found on the front wing. Yeah, unless you're flying an A380 for Qantas. Bob says, Do they have lockers for sale at the tool shop? She could hide in them too. They have tool boxes, but not lockers. It's like a little tiny shop. It's got I think it's got like 2 small aisles in it. Well, it's got all sorts of stuff like that, from gardening tools and things like that, and nuts, all the nuts and bolts and screws and different things, stuff like that. Nice little shop. And like I say, everything's dead cheap there, so it's handy. Right, so where the hell is that going? That's going on there. Oh, good lord. That is going to be fragile.
Which one, the horn?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think the front part of my horn attachment bracket is missing as well, so that's going to be even worse. So that's not going on yet.
No, that's going to be that's going to be one for the bit box, I think. Until it doesn't. Same with the pedal, to be honest, because that looks like it's in a fragile place. I mean, you'd think, really, they'd put the pedal on after the floorboard, wouldn't you? That'd make sense. JT says, what was your favourite Twilight Zone episode? I don't know. I'm too young to remember.
Yeah, it wasn't really shown here.
Yeah. Bob says, poor Kay. Yeah. She's doing a lot better now, by the way.
Excellent.
She's not being sick anymore. She's up and about. GM says, something loose in cockpit, something tightened in cockpit, actual report cited. Yeah. She went to doctors yesterday, and they're not sure if it's her gallbladder that's causing a problem. So she's got to go for an ultrasound on it at some point, which apparently could take up to 17 weeks, which is ridiculous because the ultrasound machine they've got an ultrasound machine in our local cottage hospital.
Yeah.
And all they use it for, well, they use it for other things, but mostly it's just used for pregnancy ultrasounds. JT says, was the horn on the Omnibus an electric klaxon horn or one with the rubber? It was one of the rubber ones.
Yeah.
It was air ones. They didn't really have much electric on the vehicles.
Showing, I don't know, it's probably not focused, but yeah, you see it there under the wheel. One of those skummers.
Yeah, I need a drink. Bob says, Gary sounds like Jasper Carrot's insurance form sketch. Patrick says, the horn is very fragile. Ask me how I know. Yeah, I think that's going to be one of the parts that gets left off to the very end. Same as the starting handle, because I'm fed up with replacing them. GM says, Bobby, very similar. American Tech Report for forms we found by accident. Yeah. Bob, JT, I now have both a parp and an ooga on my old car. David says, oh, Mikey, I had my gallbladder out due to a polyp being found along with a couple of stones. Not good. It's leaving her in pain, I know that. So. But at least she's up and about now, which is good. It's good. Right. Am I missing something? Done that. Throttle linkage has been done. Yeah. So where's my pen? One thing I don't like about the instructions is they haven't laid out in numerical order. So if you look on like page 12, you got 22, and then underneath to the left you got 24, but off to the right you got 23. And then underneath that you got 25. So it gets a little bit confusing. Like BA 19.
MiniArt believes you should be better at modeling, Mikey.
Yeah, I imagine so. I think I should be better at modeling, but hey. Right, that's behind the diff. So where's that going to? What the hell? Tiff says, I had mine out about 2 years ago. Worst pain I ever had was a gallbladder attack. A year and a half waited for surgery. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Not good. Paul says, David, ain't much fun. Mine was back in 2023. And there it stayed. Right. So. I'm confused.
About
Step 23.
Let's have a look.
Right, so that's that bit. Okay, so that's 9 bits there. I think what they've done, if you look at 23, I think it's that way around, looking from that way, and then they've just cut it, which makes it look like it's the end of the chassis. By the look of it.
Yeah.
It there, so it looks like it's the end of the chassis. That's why it's confusing. ICM, sort your shit out. Sorry, sort your poop out. Comments? So I've done that. JT says, Tiff, had my gallbladder out in 2014. I could eat so much better. Had big gallstones in mine. Ooh. I've had my appendix out, but that's only sort of thing I've had.
Yeah.
Really.
So that's it there. It's under where the under the end of the transfer case.
Yeah. Cool. Ian says, laugh out loud, Bob. I thought I said blob then. My local demolition yard has an ooga horn wide up to a doorbell. Sounds so welcoming and friendly. Do you press it as you walk past, Ian? Joe says, wow, another one bites the dust. Robert Redford, dead at 89. Who's Robert Redford? Who's an actor, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Wow. Is that news just in, is it?
Must be. JT says, the gallstones said they would fart in my general direction. GM says, my favorite report, auto throttle hold not functioning. Tech reply, auto throttle hold not fitted to this aircraft. Next.
Yeah.
David says, I was lucky. A night of pain, never had anything like it. Trip to A&E, ultrasound and surgery 4 weeks later. So lucky. Yeah. Worst pain I've ever had was my appendix when that burst. Tiff says, ICM, you mean MiniArt? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Jim says, from food to medical extractions. Ooh. Yeah, I suppose butchery can be considered medical extractions. Paul says, okay, thanks again for the company. See you Thursday with new Snotbox. Yeah. Tiff says, you said sort your poop out ICM. Oh, okay. I meant MiniArt, yeah. My apologies, Valeria. And co. I've done that. Done that. Done that. 28 and 29 have been done. 30 I've not done. 31 partially. 32. I think the floorboard needs to go on before the pedals and stuff. I think otherwise I'm going to knock them off. I'm stupid.
Have you not put the floorboard on?
No, not yet. Because it says to put the pedals and stuff on before the floorboard, but I think that's a silly idea.
Well, no, because there's the tops of the pedals go in part 33. Or one of them does, anyway.
Huh? I'm on part 31. Stage 31.
Yeah, sorry, step 31.
Yeah.
The top of one of the pedals, the one on the right-hand side of the steering column.
Yes.
Yeah, goes on there.
Part BC 22.
No, A42. Where are you looking?
On step 31. Have you lost the plot or something?
Oh, I say no. No, I've already put mine on.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Step 31, you put pedal and horn light on. Step 32, you put the floor in. But I've got a feeling if I put the floor in second, then I'm going to end up knocking part BC22 off. Because I'm clumsy. For I'm a clumsy oaf. Oh no, I see. It sits underneath. The bottom of it sits underneath it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Right, okay. So that makes so much more sense. And this is why we do these builds together. David says, yes, Robert Redford dies in news today. Was in Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid, one of many films. Ah, okay.
He was I believe, without looking it up, I think he won an Academy Award for directing and starring in Out of Africa.
Ah. Have I missed something here? No. Quite possibly. All right. Bob says, while we were fixing my nephew's bike once, when he wasn't looking, I propped my Wooga inside his fairing and hooked it to the horn button. Scared him a lot when he did testing of wiring repairs. JT says, could you argue a wheelwright was also a spokesman on the trade?
Like it.
Yeah. Ian says, laugh my ass off, JT. Yeah. Gem, Tiff, the Hebrides looks nice this time of year. Think I'll do a moonlight now. Come fly with me. Come fly away. Goodbye. Laugh out loud. Patrick says, can I see the photo etch on your pedals, John?
Yeah. Probably not well.
There we go.
Is that working?
Just about, yeah.
Oh, let me try again. Come on. Come on.
Nearly.
Oh,
There we go. Nice. Bob says, Robert Redford, Sneakers was my favourite film.
Oh, yeah.
So where did part BC25 come in, and why have I painted it? Whilst it's still on the sprue. I do hope I've not missed anything.
You will, Oscar. You will.
It's not going to be any of those parts. It's done a lot. BC25. There it goes. Right. So that should have gone on. Step 20. Oh, hang on. Yeah, what's going on there? Okay. So that's the gear selector by the look of it. Wait a minute, what? What the hell? Oh, so that goes onto that. Well, that's just fiddly. It's the pedal. That's what it is. Crikey Moses. JT says, what was the film where he was a general sent to prison?
Ooh.
I do know.
Don't know.
Patrick says, okay, thanks. Jeff says, only 2 pedals? Just seems a bit odd, doesn't it? And we thought we'd be onto the body this week.
Yeah.
This is MiniArt. 1, 2, 3 pedals there should be. Have you missed a pedal, John?
I've got 2 pedals.
Have you put part Bravo Charlie 25 on?
Oh, where is that? What part?
What
step?
It's left of step 25. Again, confusing instructions.
Let's go with no.
JT says, what can you say about Sleepy Wheel? It's really tired. Very good, John. Julian says, Robert Redford also fronted a factual TV series, Redford's Wild West, about how the Wild West was formed after the American Civil War, and a few of the better-known people like Billy the Kid. Cool. Cool. In fact, I'm going to do a black. JT says, did you hear about the Tide muffler? It was exhausted. Very droll. You know what? Yeah. Satin black will do. Bob says, Gary, 3 pedals, left to right, clutch, throttle, brake. No, other way. Clutch, brake, throttle. Because it was standardized. Okay, I would use satin black, but satin black apparently is empty. Or dried up, one or the other. Ozzy says, I think the prison movie was The Castle or something like that. Julie says, I'm assuming there is no synchro mesh, so no clutch pedal, only brake and accelerator. Is that right? No, they did have gears, mate. They didn't have synchro mesh. They just had mesh gears. Just straight gears. Yeah, I think I'm going to need to get some new satin black.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh darn it. That's another one to add to my bloody list. GM says, Bobby could only see 2. What's that one? That's gloss black, that'll do. Yeah. Julian says, ABC, accelerator, brake, clutch from the right. Only drove automatic. Can you tell? Yeah. So if you remember it, it's CBA, as in can't be asked walking. Is how I remembered it when I started.
Okay.
Patrick says, I've missed it as well, part BC25. There we go.
Yeah. So I'll be putting that on shortly. I think it pops up. It must pop up on the left of the steering column.
Yeah. It's dodgy instructions, isn't it?
Well, yeah. It's, it's sort of out of whack. Like, why in step 40 do you build up the headlights that you don't fit until step? Oh, let's have a look. I don't know. Well, later on.
Yeah.
Step 79.
Yeah. Don't make sense to me. Oh, crowds. Really got 4 minutes left.
I know. So I'm washing my brush out and about to change camera. So, yeah. So, as you see it, so what I've done is I've just finished painting all 4 wheels. Before I fit the wheels, I need to paint the drum brake assemblies on the rears. But then they'll just simply go in place. I'll need to spray a bit of black on the what I figure is a handbrake cable. And the bonnet's not perfect, but it's not bad. So it'll do.
Yeah.
And that's as you see it. So all the work that you could see inside is you could see it's very well detailed in there. Like to my eye, without magnification or whatever, it looks very detailed, but you can't see the top of the engine at all. I choose not to have it open, but it's coming together pretty well. Looking
JT says, did you hear the selfish planetary gear? Everything revolves around it. Junior says, can't be asked. Laugh out loud, Mikey. Yeah. Dorksaurus, all right, time to go. Hi, bye, everyone. See you later, dude. Bob says, the throttle is a tiny vertically operated thing just left of the steering column, designed before standards came into play. So it's interesting because they were standardized before the war. And this is a 1919 vehicle. And it was a new design. So B4129, I think this one, number on this one is. Chassis number.
Yeah.
Oh, B4912, sorry.
We've got to glue those screws on. Just keep
a new run of 250 made after the war in 1919. And it was a new design, new chassis. It didn't use the British wooden chassis. It used the American metal chassis and things like that. So, it was after the standardization. People see 2 pedals in the cockpit. They ask if the aircraft is manual or automatic. I do say I think some of the instruments are for show. John says, have a great day, guys. Cool. So that's mine. If I move the light a bit closer.
Ooh.
There you go. Focus. There you go. So it's looking all right.
Looking lovely.
Yeah. I just need to put that pedal on before I lose it.
Nice.
Yeah. Right. Change camera. Julian says, just downloaded the PDF of the ammunition truck instructions. Lots of parts you don't use on the first rig. That's common with ICM because because it's an FWD Type B. They've got like 4 or 5 different versions of it, so they just put everything on. They just put everything on that covers all the variants, and then they just add the extra bits on for that variant.
That's it. So it's a whole new sprue in that kit to replace all the bits you don't use.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm out of focus. Junior says, laugh out loud, GM. Ian says, hi, Dorkosaurus. GM says, Julian, lol. She says, thanks for the entertainment. I've disliked it immensely.
Awesome.
Junior says, laugh out loud, Stu. Phil says, I remember my driving instructor telling me off for calling the accelerator a throttle. Also, no need to lean into corners. Yeah, that's true. Right. It's the 2-hour mark. we've done it again.
It's gone crazy quick. Like a complex build, you think you're making progress, but then you're out of time.
Yeah. And we seem to be doing an awful lot, but making very little difference in terms of progress to the build. Well, it's because you're doing lots of little small things, isn't it?
Mad. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great build. I'm very much enjoying the kit.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I've got to go back and put in the clutch pedal.
Yeah.
I wonder if I'll put the pads on the wrong. I did, or did I? Oh, I don't.
Have you done a Marley?
I have put the clutch pedal on the brake pedal. Yes.
Hey! You can't go an episode without a Marley. Right. That's it for today. Don't forget, those who've got Corporal Level membership, we have got the Corporals Club tomorrow evening, 7:30 UK time. If you're not a corporal, then we shall see you Thursday, 12 to 2, where we're doing the SAS Jeep build with me, John, and Gary. Until then, what do we say, John?
Uru, you do your bit.
Cool wow for now.
That's the way.
Laters.